Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. This is our creed, dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack.
What's up, everybody? We are back. Who's ready for some late model action here at I-55? This is going to be wild. This is either going to be really good or really bad. Looks like we got 22 cars looking for 18 spots here tonight. Should be interesting as these guys get ready for 50 lap main event. Right now, Dylan Yeager at the top of the charts. See who else we got in there. Talon Willis, Blake Majulis, Tyson Banks, Logan Hickerson, Stephen Gaines, Augie. Man, we got the who's who in late models out here running tonight. All right, looks like practice is going to be coming to end here in just about 1 minute. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, Tomasi into the wall. Trey Wheeler in that number 79 Wonder Bread machine. Hayden Tolson, Evan C., Ethan Johnson out there in the number 11. Dylan Yeager, though, in the 48, currently out there with the quick time here in practice. Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there. Let's get some people up in here for the stream. I see those likes happening over there on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. All right, let's see how the streams are looking. You know, I made some adjustments. It seems like the streams have been pretty good since I've made those adjustments. All right, that is going to be the end of practice. We're going to get into qualifying. Who's going to be our first victim out on the, racer out on the track? We're about to find out as we load into qualifying. Let's see, 22 cars. Who's going to be the first one to jump out? There we go. We got Chase Barbara out on the track here early on in the number 23 machine. He's going to rip the top out of turn 4 to start lap number 1. Oh, he got the wall. Oh, no. Got the wall. He's going to go ahead and reset. We got Dylan Yeager out on the track. Let's see where Yeager's at in the number 48. Dylan Yeager coming out of turn number 4. Tyson Banks going to set that first time, but Dylan Yeager out there with the quick time with a 12.218 for Dylan Yeager here on his first lap. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace on lap number 2. He does not, and right now currently stands with the quick time. Let's see who else we got out there. We got Tanner Tomasi out there trying to rip a good time here. Can he take the pole away from Dylan Yeager? Chase Barber going to go second quick out of 3. Evan C out on the track right now too. Stephen Gaines going to jump up to the number 3 spot, pushing Tyson Banks back to the number 4 position. Let's see where Tomasi going to put that number 9 machine as he comes across the line. Looks like he's going to be third quick on the charts. Evan C going to go up to the number 2 spot. Let's see who else we got out on the track. Hayden Tolson going to jump up to the number 2 time. Cray Wheeler out on the track. We got Jesse Newsom going to go 11th quick. Trey Mills coming out. Tyler Orr coming out. Looks like Cray Wheeler going to put it 13th quick. We got Tyler Orr out on the track in the number 3 machine. He's going to come across the line to start lap number 1. Lap number 1. He's going to go quick time with a 12.216. How about that time out of Tyler Orr? Jumping to the top of the charts. Got Trey Mills out there on the track in the number 14 machine. Ethan Johnson out on the track. Ethan's going to be 21st quickest. Let's see where Trey Mills is able to put that number 14 as he comes across the line here. He's going to be 20th quick. Definitely an uneventful last 2 drivers, but how about that quick time out of Tyler Orr, taking the quick time late, knocking Dylan Yeager back to the number 2 spot. All right, that's going to be that to qualify, and we're going to get into tonight's heat race number 1. Let's go ahead and pull up that starting grid as soon as they get over there. There it is. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 3 of Tyler Orr. Outside of him in the 327, it's going to be Hayden Tolson. Starting inside row number 2, it's going to be the number 10 of Talon Willis. Outside of him in the 09, it's going to be Tanner Tomasi. Starting on the inside of row number 3, it's going to be the number 23 of Ethan Toder. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Stephen Gaines. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Cotner New. Outside of him in the number 13, it's going to be Aiden Berline. Am I saying that right? Let's go, Aiden. Roadrunner. Let's go over him. Starting inside row number 5, it's going to be the number 31 of Robbie Buchanan. Outside of him, it's going to be MDIDV, E-Dirt's most popular driver, Logan Hickerson. Then rounding out the field here tonight in the 747, no sponsors here tonight, it's going to be Tyson Banks. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. What do you guys think? All right, we're going to jump up to Tyler Orr. How about that quick time out of the number 3 machine as they get 1 to go at the line? We're going to be looking for the green beer line. Okay, I wasn't sure. I've heard them say that, but I didn't trust the Pro Series because they say a lot of other names wrong too. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. We're going to look for the green flag this time by Tyler Orr. Takes him out of 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Tyler Orr. Here comes Tolson looking down low through turn number 1 and 2. They're 2 and 3 wide out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side. Tolson down low trying to get up underneath Orr. He's got to get in line down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Willis to the high side as Tomasi going to look down low out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. They touch. Willis was sideways. Here comes Tolson. Tomasi down low. Tomasi going to dig out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Yeah, nobody wants to stand in the beer line because it's always too long. Down into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. It is side by side. Tomasi trying to clear the number 10 of Willis out of turn 4. He does. Now he's looking for more as he puts the pressure on Tolson. Tyler Orr driving away with this one out front in the number 3 machine as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 5 laps complete. We got 3 laps to go. Top 7 going to transfer through right now. It is Stephen Gaines on that bubble spot as Willis gets the wall. Here comes Connor New looking down low. We got a pair of 10s into turn number 3 and 4. On to turn number 4, 2 laps to go as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 4 spot. New's got to get back in line. Willis to the bottom side. Finally, Tomasi going to dig the lip as they got 1 lap to go. White flag is out. White flag is out. Tomasi ran that high side, putting the pressure on Tolson down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Tyler Orr for the win. Willis into the wall down the front straightaway. Tomasi third. Willis, New, Beerline, Gaines going to the feature here tonight. Hickerson, Buchanan, Banks, and Toter going to the Consi. All right, let's get them lined up here once again for heat race number 2. And he stood with the quick time for a long time in qualifying, but knocked off late by Tyler Orr. It's going to be Dylan Yeager starting on the pole. Starting on the outside of him in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Mike Augustine. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 33, it's going to be Evan C. Outside of him in the 327, it's going to be Blake Majulis. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Chase Barbara. Outside of him in the number 22, it's going to be Camden Johnston. Starting inside, row number 4 in the 444, man, that is a whole lot of force. It's going to be Derek Dryman. Outside of him in the 79W, it's going to be Cray Wheeler. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 13 machine, it's going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him, it's going to be Trey, the Future Mills. Starting shotgun on the field in that number 6, in that 6th row in the number 11 spot, it's going to be the number 11 of Ethan Johnston. They're going to stack them up into turn at number 1 and 2. We're going to look for some green flag action. Man, this is a heavy hitting freaking our heat race number 2 right here. Look at those first look at the first 5 drivers there. Holy shit. Go 327, says user 6342-37792-8817. All right, we got them stacked up down the front straightaway. It's going to be 2 by 2 looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Make sure you wave it to your favorite. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to win heat race number 2? Pace truck's going to pull in on a turn number 4 as Yeager on the gas. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway, down into 1 and 2. Augie trying to cut down. He's got a little contact from behind as Majulis into the back bumper as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Augie holding that outside as he's got Evan C. down low down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Great racing here as Barbara's going to bang the wall out of turn number 4. Holds on to it as they head into 1 and 2. Evan C. rolling the bottom. He is rolling lower than anybody else we've seen so far here tonight, but he's going to move it up a little bit in turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, they're all going to kind of run up a little bit more in turn number 1 and 2. Evan C. still lower than everybody else. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis going to jump it up to the high side. Runs that cushion. They're 3 wide behind him heading for turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, it's going to be Barbara taking advantage. He's going to stay in the number 5 spot. Camden Johnston for behind him as Barbara looked up underneath Majulis, not able to make the pass as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, battle's going to be for that number 2 spot as Evan C. tries to find his way around the number 19 out of turn number 4. 6 laps complete, 2 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Evan C. all over the back of that 19. Down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. White flag this time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go down the front straightaway. It's going to be Yeager out front by himself. Battle's going to be for second on back. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Give it to Yeager, Augie, C, Majulis, Barbara, Johnston, and Dryman going to the feature here tonight. Newman, Johnson, Mills, and Wheeler going to the Consi. All right, let's get ready for the LCQ. We got 8 drivers. 4 of them are going home here tonight. 4 of them going to the feature. Let's hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it's going to be the number 98 of Logan Hickerson. Outside of him in the number 13, it's going to be Jesse Newsom. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 31 machine, it's going to be Robbie Buchanan. Outside of him in the number 11, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting inside, row number 3 in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Outside of him in the number 14, it's going to be Trey Mills. Then rounding out the field here tonight in that 4th and final row on the inside, it's going to be the 23 of Ethan Toter. Outside of him in the 79W, it's going to be Craig Wheeler. 10 laps here in the LCQ. Top 4 going to transfer through. Everybody else going home. Let me know out in the chat who you picking here in the LCQ. Who's going to be our B main warrior? Who is going to be our B main warrior? Let's see. Just making sure everything's looking good. As they come down the front straightaway, they're going to get 1 to go as they come across the line. 1 to go into turn number 1 and 2. Can Logan Hickerson transfer his way through? We got the number 98 is getting picked by user 63423779288817. Looking for the green flag out of 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as Hickerson gets on the gas down into 1 and 2. Newsom going to go single file. It's going to be chaos further back as Ethan Johnson rolls the high side. Buchanan going to slide into that number 3 position. Here comes Trey Mills, 1 spot out, trying to transfer his way in down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2 as the top 2 try to drive away as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Bradley's picking Hickerson as they head through 3 and 4. Oh, man. Who is that? That is the 23 Toter trying to knock off the front end of that thing. Somehow he's still going as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Back up to the front, got a little bit of pressure as Newsom puts the pressure on Hickerson out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Newsom going to go to the high side. He's going to try to get the run down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Looking to the high side. Hickerson going to roll down low out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Newsom. Digging that high side out of turn number 4. It's halfway through. 5 laps to go. Newsom's got that thing wound up on the high side as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Newsom trying to take the lead. He's going to grab the wall out of turn 4. It's going to be Newsom at the line as they got 4 laps to go. I played it earlier. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway is going to be Jesse Newsom out front. Hickerson in second. Ethan Johnson in third. Buchanan in fourth. No pressure from behind. Trey Mills too far back to do anything. He's a half a second back. Can he race his way up in as they head through turn number 3 and 4? It's going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. You can see Mills trying to dig that bottom side, get that thing wound up on the high side, and catch Robbie Buchanan slowly getting there down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Yeah, he's phenomenal modified driver. Through turn number 1 and 2, looking for the checkered flag. We got a battle for the lead. Is Hickerson looking down low? It's going to be Newsom, Hickerson, Johnson, Buchanan going to the feature. Mills just 1 spot out, going home. Wheeler, Banks, and Toter all going home. Yeah, Hickerson's a wheel man. Him and his dad. All right, guys, that was tonight's Consi. We're going to get ready for tonight's main event as waiting for that to click over. There we go. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Let's hear it for your favorite out in the chat when I go past them. Let me know if that's your driver or not. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 3 machine, it's going to be Tyler Orr. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of work to do on the other day, on Sunday, as they hosted a Daytona 500. Yeah, that's nuts. He did a little roll. Go number 3, says user 342. Outside of him, and starting on the front row, it's going to be the number 48 of Dylan Yeager. Starting inside, row number 2 here tonight in the 327, it's going to be Hayden Tolson. Outside of him in the number 19, it's going to be Mike Augustine. Starting inside, row number 3 in the 09, it's going to be Tanner Tomasi. Outside of him in the number 33, Evan C. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 10M machine, it's going to be Talon Willis. Outside of him in the 127, it's going to be Blake Majulis. Starting inside, hold on, let me see where I'm at. Row number 5, it's going to be the number 10 of Connor New. Outside of him, it's going to be the 23 of Chase Barbara. Starting inside, row number 6 in the number 13 machine, it's going to be Aiden Beerline. Starting outside of him in the number 22, it's going to be Camden Johnston. And then rounding out the rest of the field, I got to hurry up and get here because we're going to run out of time quick. And I did in the big block race. It's going to be in the 13th spot, it's going to be Stephen Gaines. Outside of him, it's going to be the 444 of Derek Dryman. Then rounding out the rest of the field, it's going to be the number 13 of Jesse Newsom. 16th is going to be the 98 of Hickerson. The 11 of Johnston, and the 31 of Buchanan as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Tyler Orr leads the way down through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to lead lap number 1 here tonight at I-55 as the battles for second into turn number 1 and 2. On the bottom side, Hayden Dolson trying to hold strong as he's going to slide into the number 2 spot. Augie going to try to follow him through as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 laps complete. 2 laps complete down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 3 spot. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Who's it going to be here tonight? Tyler Orr leading the way down the front straightaway. 3 laps complete. 3 laps complete through turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Augie's starting to lose a little bit of ground. He's going to slide into that number 4 spot as Evans, he's going to get on the brakes, kick that back end out as they come down the front straightaway. Here's where the race. Oh, Augie's going to go back down low on Yeager as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track, almost gives them the door. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Back to single file for the top 5. Got to go back here. Tomasi going to get a single file. The field, for the most part, starting to get it figured out. Single file through turn number 3 and 4. We got one on the wall. It's going to be Hickerson in the 98. Hickerson in the 98 up into the wall. He's going the wrong way as they head out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. 3 wide for last. Heading into turn number 3 and 4. What a battle for that last place to not be last place as they head into 1 and 2. Hickerson going to rip that high side. Buchanan on the bottom side. Newsom in the middle. Hickerson going to take that number 16 spot. Oh, he grabs the wall in 3 and 4. Let's move back up in the field as the top 3 are pulling away from the field. We got to go back here as Augie is trying to defend that number 4 spot as Evan C is all over the back of him out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Yeager looking up underneath Tolson out of turn 4. Can't close the deal. Has to get back in line as Tyler Orr continues to lead. Orr trying to hold on in that number 3 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Nose to tail for the top 3 as they are 2 and 3 wide back in the back. As Tolson goes to the high side, opens the door for Yeager. Yeager's going to take the number 2 spot out of turn 2. Here comes Tolson looking for the spot back as they head through 3 and 4. Has to hold it down low. Give Yeager the spot as they head into 1 and 2. That's going to allow Augie and Evan C to close in on this battle. We got a 5-horse race for the lead out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Who's going to grab the win here tonight? I have no clue which one of these guys could win or if they might all take each other out as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 14 laps complete. Let's go check back and see if we got any racing through the field. Right now it is pretty mild. Oh, we got a caution on the track. Let's go find out what happened. Looks like they might have been wrecking for last. Oh, Hickerson gets the wall. Oh, he slid up into Hickerson. And he just gives up. Well, he just put the brakes on and brought out the caution. That's kind of a that is not very cool. Kind of a scumbag move, honestly, as he draws the caution there. You know, I get if they wreck and they stop on the track. I get it. But don't just stop on the track. All right, it's going to be Tyler Orr leading the way. I don't know if he wanted to see this restart. These guys were giving him the pressure. We'll see if this helps them out any as they look for the green flag out of turn number 4. This time by as they come out of turn number 2. Pace truck going to lead the way. Side by side all the way through the field. Who's it going to be? Green flags out as they come out of turn number 4. What a start by Yeager on the outside. Or not able to clear him. Yeager going to dig to the high side by side down the front straightaway. I would just wait until the 2 to go and spin the leader. Like pro tip, right? Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Yeager going to take the lead. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. New race leader at the line is going to be Dylan Yeagers ahead to 1 and 2. Tyler Orr sent it in there, almost grabbed the back of that number 48, pushes up the track. Here comes Tolson looking low. Tolson going to fall back in line as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Single file. Wow, they're 3 wide behind them. What a race back here for about 4th on back as Evan C. tries to hold on to the field. Oh, they are beating and banging. Connor News stuck in the middle, going the wrong way as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, trying to get this thing figured out. This is like a funnel at this track. You got so many cars. They all get congested. They got to get it figured out in single file or it ends up a big mess. Right now, they got it figured out as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Let's go check on our leaders. It is going to be Dylan Yeager driving away from the field as Hayden Tolson tries to find his way around Tyler Orr. Evan C. is pulled away from this chaos. Augie and Willis get together out of turn number 2. Down the back, turn number 4. Down the back straightaway is going to be single file now down into turn number 3 and 4. Yeager leads the way. We're watching this battle back here right around the number 6 spot as these guys get it figured out, maybe as they come out of turn number 2. Tomasi in that 09 machine stuck way back in the number 8 spot. He's trying to dig up on the high side as they come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Man, they are going 2 and 3 wide in some of the craziest places as they come out of turn number 2. How about this? Hickerson up 4 spots, now up to the number 12 position as brought Buchanan with him. Buchanan up 5 positions to 13th. These guys trying to race their way up to the front from the LCQ. Easier said than done as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Let's go check on our leader as Yeager drives away from the field. Tyler Orr is finally giving himself a little breathing room over Tolson. Everybody pretty spread out. You got to come back to Majulis in the number 5 spot to see almost some action as Majulis, Willis, and Augie are nose to tail. Let's go back here right around Chase Barbara in that number 23 as, Tomasi going to grab the wall again out of turn number 4. That is hilarious, Robert. Yeah, they did add that. You know what? At first, I thought it was a little too much, but it's not so bad now. I can kind of deal with it. I've gotten used to it. Some tracks do better than others. Through turn number 3 and 4 is going to be Dylan Yeager leading the way. We're watching this battle back here. Everybody's starting to get single filed out for the most part. Here comes Hickerson and Buchanan battling it out for 11th and 12th. These guys are up 5 and 6 positions as they come out of 4. Oh no, Buchanan hard in the wall out of turn number 4. He's going to lose a couple spots. Hickerson, Johnson, and Buchanan all up 5 positions as it looks like Tomasi is out of this one. Back up to the number 5 spot as it looks like Willis has found his way around Majulis down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Dylan Yeager, Tyler Orr, and Hayden Tolson still single file up at the front. We're watching this battle back here. Here comes Augie trying to get up underneath Majulis. Majulis struggling a little bit in the 127. It does look good. It looks great at I-55, honestly. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, but Jules going to go to the bottom side. Augie up high as they come out of turn number 2. Back up to the front, Yeager continues to lead Tyler Orr in second, trying to reel him in as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Let's get a little bit of in-car action as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. He's going to try to close the gap into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Look how slick that track has gotten. Actually looks like it might be rubbering up as they come out of turn number 4. You know, you can listen to how patient these guys are. Let me do a little crank it up. You can hear how easy they are on the throttle. Oh, he got the wall there. Heard a little bit of wall action as they head into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. We're going to go ahead and pull it back out as Dylan Yeager continues the lead as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Yeager or Tolson. 1, 2, 3. Evan C. back to the number 4 spot. Willis in 5th. Got a little bit of a battle here. Majulis has fallen the wrong way. He's back to 8th as it looks like Chase Barbara and Augie have both made their way around him. I don't know what it is about this track, but Majulis seems to be struggling here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. He's trying to grab a spot back from Chase Barbara. Barbara up on the high side. Majulis down low out of turn. Oh, they touch out of turn number 4 as Chase Barbara hard into the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Caution flag comes out. All right, let's take another look at what happened here. Oh, Majulis just gets up into him a tick, and Chase bounces off the wall. Definitely a tough break. These guys racing hard here tonight. That's probably going to be the end of Chase Barbara's night. I don't know if he'll make it down on pit road to get that thing fixed and make it back out. But we'll find out as it's been Yeager's race to lose as it stands right now. We are inside 10 laps to go. It is 42 laps complete. We're going to have 7 laps to go when they take the green flag. It will be a single file restart. John, thank you for the follow. 11, thank you for the follow. Camden, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. User 8603-7314-78793. Thank you for the follow. Brandon, thank you for the follow. We got 6 new follows this stream. Appreciate you guys over there on TikTok. As the green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into 1 and 2. It's going to be single file up at the front as Yeager leads the way. Evan Seed looking for more. He's got to fall back in line. Now Willis all over the back of him. Here comes Tolson trying to look up underneath the oar down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. It's going to be 6 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Can anyone find their way around Yeager? Yeager leads the way into turn number 1 and 2. 5 laps to go. 5 more laps to get this thing figured out. Or is 4/10 of a second back. He's not too far back, but he's got to make the move soon as they come across the line. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they head out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Single file up at the front. It's pretty much single file all the way through the field as they head into 1 and 2. through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Keaton, thank you for the follow. It's going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Yeager trying to pull away. Can't quite get away from Orr. Orr not gaining on him. Down into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go down into turn number 1 and 2. Yeager's going to lead it. Can he close the deal? Through turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Dylan Yeager. Tyler Orr second. Hayden Tolson, Evan C., Talon Willis, your top 5. Some good racing out there here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up tonight's results. How about that run out of Orr and Tolson? Both solid runs for those 2 drivers. It's going to be Dylan Yeager with the win. That went by. Yeah, it was quick. Yeah, it was a good race. Good race. Yeager with the win. Tyler Orr in second. Hayden Tolson in third. Evan C. going to be in that number 4 spot. Talon Willis in 5th. Going to be Augie in 6th. Blake Majulis in 7th. Stephen Gaines in 8th. You're welcome. It's going to be Derek Dryman in that number 9 spot. Logan Hickerson in 10th. How about that? Coming from the LCQ, getting a top 10. Ethan Johnson in 11th. Going to be Camden Johnston in that number 12 spot. Robbie Buchanan in 13th. Aiden Beerline in 14th. Going to be Chase Barber in the number 15 spot. Jesse Newsom 16th. Tanner Tomasi 17th, and Connor New in that number 18 spot. Thanks for coming out, guys. Definitely appreciate it. We'll be back. I don't know. I've got to find something to broadcast later on this week. So make sure you guys got those notifications on. Let me make sure nobody's in the Discord first. Every once in a while, somebody will surprise me. All right, nobody's in the Discord. So as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.